Okay, so what I came to realize, I'm turning 27 this year, but what I came to realize that chase peace, don't chase happiness. Chase peace and not happiness. I read this quote on YouTube. Some guy posted. It says, "Every man is happy until happiness becomes a goal." I stood there for a second. I had to read that again. I said, "Every man is happy till happiness becomes a goal." And I think that's a real thing. That really touches upon something. That really resonates with me. That's certainly true. That's certainly true for a lot of things. I think the more self-aware you get, man, it's like what I have is not enough. What I have is not enough. You look at what we our parents had; they didn't have too much. So I had many kids, still made a life, good or bad. They still moved it. They still pushed it, right? But for me, I'm realizing happiness, man, is just a feeling. It's just a feeling. I'm gonna be chasing peace, 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 peace. I told my girl, I don't need you to make me happy. I need you to bring me peace. I don't want drama. I don't want this. I don't want that. Right? Because once you get older, for those that are older watching this, man, you just want some peace in your life. You know, None of that whole shit matters. Sex and this and booty and big boots. None of that shit matters, man. Just bring me peace. That stuff is just a phase. Even when I was younger, I never cared about stuff like that. I just wanted peace. I feel like when I was younger, I didn't have money. I was depressed. You know, being young is hard. Being older is hard too. Both of them are hard. They're just different problems. Same thing with rich. It's hard too, but just different problems. It's not financial problems, just different problems. And obviously, we all know financial problems is the hardest problem, but people still go through stuff mentally, right? That's why they off themselves and stuff like that. We just never really know what someone going through. But that's why in life you're always, 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 always want to choose peace. I know peace. I telling my friend the other day, so we went out. I'm like, man, I don't want kids. I just want to be at peace. My girl, me, that's good enough. My girl's a baby, my little baby itself. You got your family, you got your cousins, whatever you got. If you want to buy a dog, you can do that. It's like a kid. You just want to be chasing peace. I feel like a lot of people have these kids because they want to be happy. It's gonna be a big family. It's gonna be like this, but they don't know the downside of it. Costs a lot of money, especially when inflation and everything going down like downhill. I mean, if you're gonna have kids, have one. Especially not more than two. That's for sure. You know, especially not more than two. That's for sure. But I would advise one, especially now with all this AI and stuff like that. Let's just choose peace. And choosing peace doesn't mean like you're happy, because happiness is a feeling. Being at peace is like, I'm not happy, but I'm not sad. I'm at the middle. I'm relaxed. Kind of like you just roll one up. You ball up. Like ball up, basically means in Canadian terms. Because not everyone's from Canada. Means like when you smoke some weed or you do edibles or whatever, you're relaxed, right? You're not thinking too much. You're just kind of relaxed, just driving around or just listening to music. You're just relaxed in that relaxed state. That's what it is. That's what choosing peace over happiness is. It's not means you're the richest guy, you have the best body, you're eating the best, or you have the most money, but you're at peace. I think as long as you're able to go to sleep at nighttime, you're doing better than most. You're pushing better than most. Because a lot of people have trouble sleeping at night. Sleeping pills, they do weed, marijuana, drink themselves, whatever. They do whatever. But I think you're doing better than most. Right? I don't know. I was having really trouble sleeping the other night, and then I kind of realized, why am I stressing? For what? To prove to who? I don't like no one. Who am I proving this to? Right? And I think with this YouTube channel too, you're kind of scared in the beginning. Is anyone gonna laugh at me? Is anyone gonna punk me off? But why does that matter? If you're secure, why does that matter if people laugh? Because we all know people are laughing. That just means they're insecure themselves. You know, you're mad. You're doing it, not them. So it's a reflection of their self. It's like when people put people down or bully them, it's not really they hate you. It's just how they feel about themselves. It's a reflection. It's a reflection, right? Man, that's what I'm realizing. 27, 27 in July, man. Choosing peace every day. Every day choosing peace. Hopefully I'm not yelling in the mic. Every day choosing peace. I want 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 peace, man. I want peace. Right. But the thing is, a lot of people don't have peace because it takes a lot of self development, and we're scared to like just sit down for an hour without our phones. Most people can't even go 30 minutes, 5 minutes, and just really talk to ourselves like, what's going on, man? You know, why didn't you go to work today? Or why didn't you go to school today? Or why do you feel like this? You know, we got to sit down with ourselves. Self love, man, is really important, you know? Self love for real, man. You know, you got to show up. You know, no one's going to clap for you when you don't have that burger at nighttime, but you're going to show up. You're going to clap for yourself. When you have everything, man, the results are there, everyone's going to be like, you're the guy, you're the guy. That's just how people are wired, man. Most people are fake. You know, if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in yourself? You know what I mean? That's just how you have to do it. Just show up, man. Be at peace. Whatever it is. You know, it doesn't have to be making money. Just be at peace. Maybe like making skateboards, maybe like swimming, or like walking to the park, you know, or hanging out with your friend. That's all you need to do, man. There's no secret and there's no, you know, I went to jujitsu one day. I only went there for like 2 days and then I quit. I'm a quitter, man. But the sensei said there's no black. The sensei said, I taught you guys everything. I'm like, that's it? Come on, man. That's not it. And I thought I got scammed. He's like, you know, there's no black belt technique. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, all the techniques I showed you, that's all the techniques I know. It just, if you tried it on me, it's not going to work. And if I try on my sensei, it's not going to work. It's just experience from now. He said there's no black belt. He said there's no black belt technique. Like, I teach you a technique and you can disable anyone and you can take anyone down. He said this is not a movie, man. And this is how this life is. You know what I mean? There's no black belt technique. There's no black belt secret. There's no like manual for this. You just got to make choices and not look back. That's it, man. That's it. Make your choices and not look back. And then when it's your time to die, you say, you know what? Like, I went out like a real one. I don't have regrets. I mean, I feel like you're always going to have regrets, but you're like, you know what? I made those choices and I'm not looking back. And not scared of death. Then when it comes, and I go to the next layer. Whatever happens, Allah, Jesus, heaven, hell, I'm going to deal with it too, man. I'm going to deal with it too because I trust myself. I trust myself. I'm going to deal with it. You know? Why can't I deal with it? I feel like, man, for a lot of us, we don't trust ourselves. Myself included. We don't really trust ourselves, man. It's the same shenanigans. It's the same shenanigans every day. You know, can I talk to the girl? Yes, you can. Yes, you can talk to her. Go up and talk to her. You can talk to her because you're not going up. But what if she does it? Don't worry. Make your choices and don't look back, man. That girl's gonna respect you more for having balls and talking to her than being a creep and staring at her and then walking away. Come on, you know how it works out here. You know how it works. Chase the peace, bro. Chase the peace, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's it for this one, guys.